Hello. I'm so glad you're here. Right now, in this moment, I want you to know something important. You didn't arrive here by accident. You didn't just stumble upon this video. You came here because something deep inside you whispered. A quiet voice, beneath all the noise, beneath all the busyness. A voice asking for understanding, asking for clarity, asking for permission to just be. Maybe you've been calling yourself lazy. Maybe that word has been echoing in your mind for days, or weeks, or maybe even years. Maybe you've been wondering why you can't just start. Why other people seem to move forward so easily while you feel stuck. But what if I told you something? What if laziness isn't what you think it is? Take a deep breath right now. Let's sit together just for these next few minutes. No rushing, no judgment, just presence. You've probably heard it all before. The voices from outside. And maybe the voices from inside too. Just do it. Stop overthinking. Stop being lazy. You're wasting your potential. Time is running out. And maybe you've said these exact things to yourself, over and over and over, hoping that if you just criticized yourself enough, you would finally change. But here's what I need you to hear. Here's the truth that no one talks about. You're not lazy. You're afraid. Afraid of not being good enough. Afraid of starting something and watching it fail. Afraid of being truly seen and then judged. Afraid of disappointing the people you love. Afraid of disappointing yourself. So you wait. You scroll through your phone. You watch one more video. You find distractions, anything to avoid that uncomfortable feeling. But it's not because you don't care. It's actually the opposite. You care so deeply. You care so much that it hurts. And when something matters that much, the fear of losing it becomes unbearable. And you know what? That's okay. Let me say that again, a little louder this time. That's okay. Fear doesn't make you weak. Fear doesn't make you broken. Fear makes you human. Now, let's look a little closer. Let's gently explore this fear, not to judge it, but to understand it. What is this fear really trying to tell you? Think about it. When you avoid starting that project, when you put off having that difficult conversation, when you tell yourself, I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll start next week, or I just need to be more prepared first. Your fear is actually trying to protect you. It's whispering things like, what if you try your absolute best and it still isn't enough? What if people finally see the real you and they walk away? What if you discover that you're not as talented as you thought you were? What if you fail and everyone remembers? These are heavy thoughts, painful thoughts. But here's what your fear doesn't tell you. Here's the part it always leaves out. Failure is not the end of your story. It's just one chapter, one page, one moment in a much longer journey. Think about every person you admire, every artist whose work moves you, every entrepreneur who built something meaningful, every teacher who changed lives, every healer who brought comfort. None of them started perfect. None of them had it all figured out from day one. They started exactly where you are right now, afraid, uncertain, doubting themselves, but they did something important. They didn't wait for the fear to disappear. They didn't wait until they felt completely ready. Because here's the secret. You never feel completely ready. Instead, they learned something profound. They learned that starting is the cure. Not starting perfectly, not starting with confidence, not even starting with a clear plan. Just starting. One breath, one tiny step, one messy, imperfect, beautiful attempt. That's all it takes. That's all it has ever taken. Breathe with me again, nice and slow. Feel that? That's you, right here, right now, already beginning. I want you to imagine something with me. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable. Picture a tiny seed, buried deep in dark, rich soil. It doesn't worry about becoming a mighty tree. It doesn't stress about growing branches or leaves. It doesn't fear the rain, or the wind, or the storms that will surely come. It simply unfolds, day by day, moment by moment. It reaches toward the light. You are that seed. You don't need to have everything figured out. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need to be fearless. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need to let yourself grow. One small movement toward the light, and then another, and then another. Now, let go of the idea that you have to be perfect. Let it float away like a leaf on a gentle stream. Let go of the story that one failure defines your entire worth. Watch it drift away. Let go of the heavy weight that keeps telling you you're not enough. Because here's the truth, the deepest truth. You are enough. Right now, in this exact moment, just as you are. Even if you haven't started yet. Even if you stumble tomorrow. Even if you fall 100 times. You are enough. And the world is waiting. Not for your perfection. Not for your flawless execution. Not for you to have it all together. The world is waiting for your courage, for your authentic voice, for your unique gifts, for you to show up exactly as you are. Take one more deep breath with me. Really fill your lungs and let it all go. You came here feeling a certain way, maybe a little lost, maybe a little heavy, maybe carrying the weight of self-judgment. I truly hope you leave feeling a little lighter, a little more compassionate with yourself, a little more understanding. Remember this: you're not lazy. You're just learning. Learning how to trust yourself again. Learning how to be gentle with your own heart. Learning how to take that first brave step, even when you're afraid. And that is beautiful. That is so incredibly beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for giving yourself these few minutes. Now, whenever you're ready, there's no rush. Come back to the room around you. Notice the sounds. Notice the light. And when you're ready, come back to yourself. You've got this. One breath at a time. One moment at a time. One beautiful, courageous step at a time.